Hello everybody and welcome to the installment of Hearthfire for Skyrim. Now, before we get into the basics and everything that's going on here, just want to explain a few things. This DLC is basically a house construction system. It adds a bunch of new things into the Skyrim mix. So basically, you're getting new items, new NPCs, construction features, and furnishing options. This is all basically having to do with the home. New NPCs including children you can adopt, stewards you can hire, a bard, and a carriage driver, as you can see out here. Alright, now, this place is called... Yes, I might just double check on this. It's Highjarken Hall. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly, but there's also Lakeview Manor and Winstead Manor. Now, Highjarken Hall, we're located in the Pale currently, so basically, in order to get this house, you have to talk to the Jarl and Dawnstar, and just as always, in order to get the house, you have to talk to the Steward, and just before you do that, you have to complete the main quests that's going on in that particular town. There's also, as I mentioned, Lakeview Manor, that's in Falkreath, so same situation there. Winstead Manor, that's located in Hjalmarch, so around Morthal. That's that swampy area, if you're not familiar with that. And yeah, that's pretty much all you really need to know. You can adopt up to 2 children. That's the new feature of this, which I found amazing. So I'm going to show you my nice little family I have going on in here and show you how to get the maximum amount of people if you'd like a giant family. As you can see, Lydia's over there just chilling, staring at the grass. Okay, so first of all, we'll go ahead and go over this lovely setup here. Number 1, you have the drafting table. This is how you first start your house. It starts as nothing. You have to buy the plot of land, and it starts out with just, nothing there, just stones, maybe a tree stump just hanging loose. And basically, you won't have any of this so far. These are just to remove the workbenches so everything looks good. I already did that. Sometimes it glitches out. I'm on Xbox, so, there's a lot of glitches. Realistically, what you're going to see first is build small house, and then it's going to, building the framework, the stairs, the roofing, all that kinds of stuff. And in order to do all that, you have to have the carpenter's workbench, which it'll automatically come here with the chest and the anvil there. I can't construct anything currently, but basically, it's a very simple procedure. You'll understand it from the first moment that you... I don't want to go anywhere, Marcus. I didn't even ask you to go anywhere. Go on! There's copper... No, that's clay. I'm sorry. There's clay and there's stone. These are 2 essentials. You're also going to need a lot of iron, which you will start off with a little bit in here. So you'll need some clay and some steel as well. Yeah, but basically, you'll be using the anvil to get building materials such as hinges, iron fittings, locks, and nails. Nails are probably going to be your most important, coming in second, iron fittings, coming in third, hinge, and lock. So, and those are basically to construct chests, doors, roofs, everything like that. Like I said, very simple, easy to understand, so if you do get the DLC, there's no issue that you're probably not going to have any issues, unless, you don't know how to play the game, but I assume everyone does because this is effing Skyrim and who doesn't own it. Alright, so going over here, you can build yourself a nice little workstation. I've got a grindstone, I've got a smelter, and I've got a workbench all in one area over here. As you can see, coming up on the right side of the house, well, I guess right looking at it this way, you can see that I've got wheat growing here. You can basically plant any type of seeds, plants you have, like death blossoms, I think that's what they're called, death blossoms, night... Oh, God, I can't remember any of the names. Do I have any on hand? I don't think so. No, I don't. But basically, any of the crazy flowers you find in Skyrim, you can plant here and make more. Next of all, you'll notice that I have a horse in the stable here. You can obviously put Shadowmere in there if you want. He won't stay. He usually likes to be out. I have Shadowmere because, I'm in Daedric armor. It just matches. So anyway, yeah, I have that going on. There's also a carriage driver you can hire. Basically, in order to do all the things that I'm explaining currently, like the horse stable, the planting, and the well, not that, but the carriage, and what I'm going to come up to next here, this area, you're going to have to talk to a steward. In order to get a steward, you have to get a follower to come to your house. Just basically get any follower, I believe there's a list, actually. I'll probably link it in the description, so you can go ahead and look in there of what available followers are able to become stewards. Serana, sadly, is not able to. I'll get into her a little bit later. Not that way. Anyway, so I made Lydia my steward.
I am your sword and your
I
shield.
know. So, basically,
Certainly.
what a steward
What did you have
does,
in mind?
all I can buy is chickens currently because I already bought the horse,
Sure.
I already bought the stable, I already bought the carriage driver, I already bought the chickens, I already bought the cow, I already bought this plot of land here. So basically, yeah, you can have a cow and chicken. They're not really useful for anything except for the chicken lays eggs. Yep. And it just looks good. You can buy... Oh, God, you're going to need a ton of log piles. I forgot. That's another building essential. The lumber mills that you see throughout the game are actually useful now. You go to any lumber mill. I prefer Riverwood because that's where I kind of came from. And you can just talk to the owner of it. In Riverwood, you talk to Hod, and you can buy as many of these as you want. They're 200 gold each, and you get a pack of 20. I have 7 left so far, and that's from all this construction. Okay, so, yeah.
I am your
Lydia
sword
can
and
also
your...
buy
Of
materials
course.
for you, lumber,
What are we
stone,
running
and
short of?
clay. So, I mean, realistically, if you have a steward, you don't have to go traveling everywhere, so it's not that bad. You don't
Very
really need
good.
clay or stone. You can do it all yourself, so there's no reason to buy it, but you will need wood. You can't do that on your own. She can also tell you where to buy glass and straw.
You know Bellathor's shop in Whiterun?
Yeah, okay, cool.
That'd be a good place to
So,
start.
glass, straw, and goat horns are another essential. Goat horns are for candles and things like these hanging on the door here. Straw is for the beds. And glass, I believe... You know what? I actually don't even know what glass is for. What the heck? Well, it's not really that important. It's for the building essentials inside. You'll need it. Just get some. It's not that important. I have like 30 of them right now, so you're not going to use it too much, but you want some on hand. Realistically, I have no idea what it's for. I didn't really pay attention to that part. Isolda's here. I'm married to her, so I have my wife so far, my steward. Serana is currently my follower. I have Shadowmere here. Now we're going to get into the basics of what the heck that is. And what the heck that is. There should be a guy running around. Basically, as you finish the quest in a particular town, you get the Thane. Well, you are Thane, and you get your own, God, what are they called? Housecarl. Duh. And I got a guy running around named Gregor. He glitches in and out, so sometimes he's here, sometimes he's not. He just wanders around and protects the house. So, that's kind of cool. I like this area the best because it's really snowy. The Lakeview Manor is very, it's kind of like an autumn feeling. It's, there's lots of forest. And Winstead is basically, you're near a swamp that's really snowy. It's really disgusting looking. So I didn't live there because it looks crappy, and I want my kids to be safe. Speaking of which, this is my first child, Sophie. I adopted her. She's the sweetest little thing. You can give her gifts such as dolls and dresses. You can play games with her. You can tell her to go, time to go home. You can tell her to go inside. You can tell her to go do chores.
But I don't want to.
Well, too bad.
Yes, Pa.
Yeah, you can basically be a good dad, bad dad. It's awesome. I love it in this game. And this is my other daughter, Lucia. You can also have sons if you're wondering, but I wanted daughters because I like having daughters. What of it? Go do your chores.
But I don't want
Yeah,
to.
well, your sister said the same thing, so go do it. God darn it.
Yes, Pa.
Anyway, oh yeah, also you can get a grain mill. This is effing cool. Watch this. Yeah! You can make freaking wheat into flour. And it's awesome because you can have an oven, but I don't have the oven because I went with something else. So as you can see on this front balcony porch, this is from basically buying bedrooms as one of the manors. You get all this outside. You get a broken apple pie on the ground, but you get this nice table. I like to think of it as a festivity for parties and such. You get this fancy wine outside, all these cups and all that fun jazz. Let's go take a look at the other side real quick. And almost there. Holy friggin' crap. Okay, I like to think of this. There he is! Oh my god. Okay, there's Gregor. This is my guy right here. He's like,
honor to you.
he's the only other guy on this plot besides Marcus and I. So he's an awesome dude.
What do you
He's
need,
basically my
friend?
housecarl. All he does is run around and defend this land. He'll automatically do it. Just tell him to go home. I do think of this area is my training grounds. I can fire some arrows off here. Let's go ahead and show that off. So check this out. I can fire some crazy arrows at these. It's pretty cool Inviso arrows, and there's a nice little keg out here. I think that's kind of neat. It's like a bro hangout right here, so you know, whenever we want to get away from all the ladies, me and the bros come over here and just chill. That's awesome. Alright, now I'm not going to go in through those doors because that's the lame way to go in. The coolest way to go in is through the effing way that I spent like so much gold on. Literally like 1,600 gold, 16,000 gold, sorry, on all of this. It's ridiculous. Anyway, going in. Alright, so the way this is working inside is basically you get to design all this stuff. It's already pre-registered inside the thing. The thing I love about this is they always come over to you and say, "Hi, Papa!" It's wonderful. I love it! Anyway, so yeah, it's all pre-registered in, so you can't like put that wolf head on this wall, but there is additional things you can add on. These are the workbenches inside. This is basically how you do it. I still have the ability to put all these up. Once I click elk head and put it up, I have 2 of them, and they go away after that, and then I'll only have these 3 left basically. They're gonna fill up all these 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, and then obviously 3's there. So yeah, they're basically filling up those stations with the wall. I can hang up weapons here. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I like to keep my chest here. Well, it's gonna be there anyway. I like to keep my potions in here is what I was gonna say, cause you know it's real quick. What the F are Hawk Feathers doing in here? I will have no idea ever, but that's okay. Here's the bard I was talking about. You can hire. You basically make any request.
Need something? Of course. Anything you like.
Can you take a break? No, we're not saying that. How about, play the Tale of Tongues.
Certainly. It's a fine tune and a good request.
Yes, it is. Okay, so what I'm going to go through now is the first section. It is basically the West Wing additions to your house. You can either choose from bedrooms, which I chose here. I like it because you can have the children's beds, and you can have this personal bedroom here for yourself. So yeah, I chose this because I felt it was more homely. Hey, look, it's Arvok's skull. Remember that from the Soul Cairn? Anyway, so yeah, your kids stay in here. I like to think this is like our family room kind of thing. You can also choose between a greenhouse and an enchanter's tower. Basically, the greenhouse allows for planting and growing of certain plants indoors. You can build 3 large planters and 6 small planters with room for 18 plants total. You can add 4 display cases of 25 usable containers for storage, which is always nice. The other is enchanter's tower, which is a tower including rooftop balcony area. You can build an arcane enchanter, 4 soul gem braziers, 2 display cases, an armor mannequin, a weapon plaque, and set of 3 weapon racks. You could also add up to 13 usable containers for storage, which is very nice. Second side is the east side additions. I chose armory because this is my house and I need the manly room. So these are all my different armors that I own, all kinds of weapons that... Seriously, I've been having random weapons disappearing, so be careful when you put your weapons in here, because literally they disappear. So it's not a big deal, because you know I've got all my good weapons and armor on. So yeah, there's some cool armor, some cool weapons in here. There's lots of storage. You will never ever run out of storage. So it's always cool. Yeah. That being said, we're going to move on from here. Oh, hey, look, another helmet. Anyway, so we can close that door. We leave no doors unclosed. Oh yes, you can also have a dog. You can choose any dog, bring them home to your daughters, and they'll say, "Oh my god, can we keep the doggy?" And you can say yes or no or never. It's funny the options they give you. Try it out yourself. I recommend it. I chose to get one of the dogs from Dawnguard, which is a husky, so you can bring him in. You can also choose the Death Hounds if you'd like. But I like this big boy, he's so cute. Anyway, would have chose Bran because, you know, Game of Thrones, but freaking Servana killed Bran like in a couple episodes a while ago. Anyway, this is basically your storage facility. This automatically comes with the main hall. I didn't even talk about the main hall. I'm sorry. You can put a dining room table in here and this nice area. I actually forgot to mention the other ones in the west side additional area. I'm sorry I'm talking so fast, but I gotta get this done in a certain amount of time. So the east wing additions is what I meant. You can have the armory, which you're looking at right now. There's tanning, working benches, and all that. Basically, the other thing you can have is a kitchen, which includes a fireplace with cooking pot, and the only available oven in the game for baking, which is a new thing. You can bake like cinnamon buns and all that crazy stuff. You know, all the kids love it. And you can also have a library, which I don't really recommend. Don't get the library. It's kind of terrible. It's just lame. I mean, if you have a lot of books, okay, maybe that's a good excuse, but realistically, regardless, you're gonna get this bookshelf up here anyway, so don't even worry about that. I mean, I don't have a lot of books. I just keep them there and just store the rest in that little knapsack there. Okay, so yeah, those are the 2 other installments for the east side. Now, going upstairs, obviously, since I don't have the towers or the additional area, this basically just leads outside to the balcony, like I was showing you earlier. This is the upstairs area. I like to think my guests all sleep here. This is like one bed, and then, you know, they got their little things, and then here's another section of beds. There's an enchanting table up here. There's an alchemy table down there, if you didn't know. There's another costume area. You can throw in some crazy stuff up here. As I said, I haven't gotten, the only thing that I'm missing is the animal heads, so I haven't gotten all those yet, if that's what you're wondering. This leads also out to the balcony. So yeah. Alright, last but not least is the North Wing additions, and basically you can have a trophy room, a storage room, or an alchemy laboratory. So we're going to go downstairs and look at the first section of the alchemy laboratory, which is basically like a storage facility for your alchemy supplies. So yeah, you can choose from the workbench in here, basically put some animal heads in. Basically comes with a nice selection of different items that you can alchemize, all in these barrels and such. So yeah, that's kind of nice to have. And then we'll go upstairs and take a look at that. It's quite honestly the best part is this area here. I love it because it's like a little personal study. You can close the door and then bam! I separated all mine out into different areas. Like there's all my, oh god, what is it? Plants in there, all my like hearts and stuff are in there, and then all my like dusts and butterfly wings and whatever is in there. So yeah, you can have safes and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. The other thing you can have, like I said, is a trophy room, which is pretty cool actually. You have to build it all yourself with like iron ingots. We're gonna go up this ladder while I'm talking about that. You can build it all yourself with iron ingots, and basically what it is, you can build different things. Like a dragon skull is going to be on a trophy statue area. You can build spriggan statues, bear statues, wolf statues, etc. A bunch of different things. It's pretty cool if you like that kind of feature. I particularly didn't, but it has, you can display 3 large and 4 small trophies. You can add 1 display case and 16 usable containers for storage, which is nice. And the other option is a storage room, which includes an exterior patio area on the roof. You can build 3 usable display cases and add up to 46 usable containers for storage. This place has got so much effing storage already, there's no need for it, so, you know, that's up to you if you really want it for design and such. Yeah, you push that grain mill, Lydia. You push it! That's what I work you for, lady! Anyway, yeah. Hang on. Got it! Alright, cool. Don't even think about it, Serana. Don't even think about it. I like to think of this as me and Serana's getaway. I'm already married, but Serana's like my babe, and I can't marry her, so I'm kind of pissed off about that. So I settled for Isolda, but she's like my chick, so we come up here and just chill. We got a nice little candlelight. We got our little blackberry mead, our reserve, and our wine. So yeah, in case you didn't know where this was, this is in the blackberry meadery factory. It's up on the top shelf right when you walk in. Just look for it. You have to steal it. I like it because it's blue. So yeah, that's pretty much everything about the house. Going back in, I'll see you in just a second. Okay, so now that we're back inside, I can show you the last and final part of this house that is quite honestly my least favorite part of the house, only because it's just completely useless in my opinion, I guess you could say. It just doesn't seem like a very good area. I don't know. I don't particularly like it. We're going to go down into the cellar. Okay, now that we're down in the cellar, I haven't particularly bought everything down here, so I guess I can kind of show you how this all works. So there's like containers and such. You can kind of see the materials you're going to need on the side there. You can build different things. This all just randomly places throughout the room, so you can't choose where you want to put it, so don't even try. Yeah, so this is all the neat stuff you can put there. So yeah, that's cool. I guess if you're really into this like cellar kind of thing, it's worth it, but I don't particularly like this area that much. So yeah. Real quick, I'll go ahead and explain to you what's going on with Serana. Basically, you get an option to ask her, after you complete the Dawn Guard stuff, you get to ask her and be like, why don't you become a human again? And she's like, well, I don't know. It's like, I'll support you all the way. So she'll leave for like 3 days, then meet you back at Dawn Guard headquarters, you know, the actual tower, or the castle rather. And she'll come back and look with those eyes. So she looks normal, like a human now, and you can actually change her armor and weapons now. So I gave her an ebony sword, and the other Daedric armor I had specifically for Lydia. And I gave her the hood. So I think she looks really cool if she had longer ears like an elf. She'd kind of look like Sylvanas Windrunner. I think that's her name. Windrunner? Is it Windrunner? I know it's Sylvanas. So yeah. Whatever, man. I only played WoW for not that long. So she was a very good character, though. I liked her a lot. Yeah, she was the undead night elf. Anyway, or was it blood? I don't even care. Who cares? We're not in WoW lore. This is Skyrim lore. Who gives a crap? You correct me in the comments if you feel deem it necessary. Anyway, that's almost it for Dawn Guard. I want to go upstairs and just show you my family one last time because I don't know. I want to show you the max amount of characters you can have, and I'll tell you about all of them. Okay, hang on one second. Alright, so basically, I have a dog, 2 daughters, a bard, my wife, Isolde, Lydia, my steward, Serana, Gregor, and Marcus, I think that's his name outside, all living with me in one house, and I think that's pretty awesome. It's basically, it feels like a real family. I love this DLC. Like, I spent so much time just grinding for money and just all this, like, iron ingots and all that just to build all this because I really love it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this entirety. I hope you enjoyed the entirety of all of this. And definitely play this DLC for yourself because it's an amazing one. And it's only $5. So really, you know, it's totally worth it in my opinion for $5. Yeah, so get out there and build your own house in Skyrim. This is freaking Hearthfire. And my name is Patrick. Thank you very much for watching. Go ahead and like this video. Subscribe for more if you really want to. And I really hope you would because, I mean, come on now. I thought we had a thing going. Anyway, yeah. This has been Patrick in One Synchronized Swarm. I will see you guys. Peace out.